What's up, guys? I wanted to bring you guys a raw, uncut video of what happened, how I ended up in the hospital, and ultimately, probably my most painful and physically painful experience I've ever had in my life, guys. It's been a lot of trauma. I've been through a lot, and I want to share with you guys what happened. I've been getting so many questions, you know, through Instagram and TikTok, believe it or not. So many messages about what happened. I've let you guys know that I did get that rhabdomyolysis, so you guys do know that if you follow my Instagram, but I have been quiet on YouTube because I've been in the hospital. So I'll give you guys a breakdown. You guys already saw the video of me getting anesthesia for my tattoo, so you guys saw that's what went down. And I'm gonna tell you what happened behind the scenes, man. So here we go. So anyways, the day of the tattoo, of course, I'm nervous. You know, we checked all the boxes. I, you know, thought I had the best anesthesiologist, the best surgical center. Everything was checked, had referrals. And, you know, you see a lot of other famous people. You know, Post Malone was the first person ever to go under to get a tattoo. He's the one that basically started this whole thing, man, Post Malone. And I would say the other biggest person that I saw was Odell Beckham Jr., you know, football player. I saw him do his leg. So those were the first two people I've ever seen go under anesthesia to get a tattoo. So I always thought it was possible, and I thought it was pretty damn cool that you could get blasted literally 8 hours and get a whole leg, or get your whole stomach, or get your whole back. I thought that was pretty crazy, you know. Being in the pen, it took me 3-4 months to get my whole back blasted, and my arms and my chest, and, you know, part of my stomach. It took a ton of time to get things done. And not only a ton of time, but also a lot of pain, you know. And that's what tattoos are, right? That's how tattoos are. You're getting stuck with a needle and you're getting a tattoo, and it's painful and it takes a lot of time. So I always heard about it. I had pretty much had my chest done. You guys already know my back's done. I'm sleeve down. I have most of my chest done, most of my stomach, but I had my whole, basically armpit, rib cage side, and also collage in my whole stomach. So I had a ton of work still done that probably would have took, who knows, maybe anywhere from 6 to 10 sessions. A ton of time, a ton of pain. So I never got to finish, man. I'm older now. I got all my tattoos pretty much by the age of my whole back, my stomach, my chest, by the age of about 22, 23. I had everything done already. Just when I got out on the streets, I had collaged some of my arms, and I went down on my arms and things like that. But besides that, I already came out blasted, you know, especially my whole back blasted. All done in the pen, single needle, guitar string. Even my chest was done actually from a push broom wire brush. So I had the worst of the worst, single needle type shit. So I was like, you know what? One day, if my paper's right and I get the opportunity, I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna get anesthesia. I'm gonna have multiple people blast me, and I'm gonna get this shit done. And that's what I did. So I hit up my boy Ish. Me and Ish been talking. He's done some of my tattoos. We've been boys for a while. We have mutual friends, and I hit up Ish. Like, Ish, what's up, man? I really want to get this done. Like, let's figure it out. How can I get the best anesthesia? Who do you know? So we brainstorm. We found the person. It was too expensive. So I brainstormed. I went to my people. You know, we ended up finding the anesthesiologist. We ended up finding the plastic surgeon center. And we were ready to go, man. So then I hit up my boy Rich. Rich brought his boy. Ish brought his boy. Rich brought Boha. Ish brought Benny. And yeah, we were ready to go, man. We went back and forth on designs. We didn't know what we were gonna do for the stencil. And Ish came up with the idea. I wanted to get an Aztec calendar just because I like that tribal, really dark fill-in look, and that's what I wanted for my body rather than a bunch of individual stuff. So Ish came up with the Aztec calendar to just literally be the background of all my tattoos. And it was a sick idea, Ish. Super dope, because it came out sick. So yeah, we got the stencil and we were ready to go, man. So the day of the tattoo, I was tripping, you know, nervous. I've only really been down under anesthesia for my Achilles tendon, man. And I never even said this, so I guess I'm putting it out there on blast. But this happened in college football, man. I actually tore my Achilles in college. I still played 2 more years, so I still got the step. But yeah, I tore my Achilles in college, man, and that was the last time I've been down under anesthesia. I mean, I really have never had surgeries, you know. I've never been hurt. So yeah, I was nervous, talking to the nurse a lot before I went in. I even told her, which we'll play it back, Spy will put it back, but I even told her I can't just have my hands rest, like, you know, put them up, you know, put them up. And I thought they were. Instead of putting them up, just my arms are probably gonna be up for a long time. Like, would they be able to rest my arms on something? Like, imagine my arms just hanging like this, like for 8 hours. Imagine how sore I'll be, like stretched, if it wasn't supported.
You can tie them down.
Sure. Yeah, up and down. So he'll be like this.
Cool. That was the thing I was thinking about, because I was like, man, I'm be sore, like 8 hours of my arms up.
Okay, I'm gonna make.
What happened was, so this is the key point right here. What happened was, they didn't let them hang, which honestly, maybe letting them hang in a position might have been better than tying them down in a tight position. So I told her, don't let my arms hang, post them up on something, have them elevated, post them up, because I'm so tight. You know, I'm 280 pounds, 275 pounds. I'm really tight, I have a ton of muscle, I don't stretch. Like, don't let my arms hang, don't let my arms go out. And what happens, and I don't know who, because I was not conscious when it happened, so I don't know who did it, but and I'm assuming the nurse, because I spoke to her. She tied my hands down, man, to the side like a crucifix on the damn arm slots of the table, and tied me down like this, which maybe we'll put some pictures and B-roll of it, because Spy got some in there. So yeah, they literally tied me to the table like a crucifix, like they did Jesus, you know, and for 8 hours. So for 8 hours, my arms were tied down, man, and it started to break down the tissue in my arm. It started to break down the tissue. My arms were strained. It pulled my bicep, my forearms, my chest, my shoulders, everything. It was just pulling and pulling and pulling for 8 hours straight while I was getting tattooed. And you'll see, like I said in the B-roll, they wrapped my arms with Ace bandages, and man, it was crazy. But like I said, I was under. I did not know what was going on. The fellas blasted me up for 8 hours straight. Got it all done. I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, as soon as the anesthesiologist woke me up, and the guys were even in the room, they can vouch, all I was crying about was my arms. All I could say is my arms. My arms, my arms. They were in just excruciating pain, 10 out of 10 pain. And yeah, and I was still out of it, and all I can complain about was my arms, my arms. So went home. The next day, I fell asleep since I was under, and the next day I woke up, same pain, excruciating pain, pain after pain after pain in my arms. And I could take pain, you know, I was taking pain, and the pain was just insane. But what tripped me out, guys, was I could not feel my hands. I could not feel my forearms, because I was tied down for so long, for 8 hours. It cut off not only my muscles and broke down my muscles, but it cut off my radial nerve, is what they said. And I could not feel my hands. I could not feel my hands. My hands were completely numb. So they were completely numb, and that's what made me go to the ER. I was scared that I was gonna lose my limbs or lose my feeling or never get sensitivity back in my hands. So I went to the ER. They rushed me in. They did blood tests, and my CK levels, which is like creatinine or creatine something, were through the roof. I had a CK level, which you can look up, 21,000. I think you're supposed to be like 100 or something. I was 21,000, not 2,100, but 21,000. So immediately they had to rush me in, because when you're that high and you get the rhabdomyolysis, it starts attacking your kidneys and your liver, because that's how everything flushes out, your kidneys and liver. So they had to rush me in, get IVs, and they started rushing me and getting the fluid in me, man. So luckily, Lord willing, he was watching me, and I went there in time. They had me in the hospital for 3 days. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just flushing out this rhabdomyolysis. my CK level went down, my kidney function started going back to normal, and I was flushed out, but I was left with a ton of bruising, which, you know, we'll put in some pictures and stuff, and it's still going down. This is over a week. This is about a week and a half later, almost 2 weeks later, and I'm still very bruised. But body-wise, internally wise, I had went back to normal, thank God, because of the Lord, and also because, you know, they told me I was in shape, you know, and I could, my body could fight, you know, just like when you have COVID. If you're not in shape, you're out of shape, you don't work out, you have a lot less chance of surviving and healing. So thank God I've been on this weight loss journey. Thank God I've been working out and doing cardio every day. My body, my insides, my organs snapped back really well, and I was able to overcome it. Now I'm just dealing with a ton of muscle swelling and pain and torn muscles, which I have to go to a lot of therapy. So, but it didn't end there, guys. I was out in the hospital for 3 days, out for 1 day. My throat started hurting. So now my throat started hurting, or it was hurting, but it was swelling, I should say. My throat started swelling. And I thought because I was under, that it had the thing down my throat, that it was just sore. But this was something else. It started swelling up. So, of course, I didn't want to go home embarrassed. I was in the hospital for 3 days. I was out 1 day, just Tuesday. And now here we go. Back to the hospital, back to the ER on Wednesday. I go in, they give my throat a CAT scan, and they say I have a big, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. Not a cyst, a big abscess. I have a huge abscess in my throat because it's infected in there, and they don't know how it happened. So they look, they do the CAT scan. The ENT, ear, nose, and throat doctor come in and looks. My back of my throat is cut from the anesthesiologist putting that thing down my throat so I can breathe. So the back of my throat's cut. It's infected. Now we have to do a small procedure, a small surgery. So now, again, I'm back on the table. They're cutting me open, and they're sucking out all the infectious and pus out of my back of my throat now, man. So my throat's all blown up, and now I'm back in the hospital for 3 more days, getting antibiotics, getting fluid, flushing this infection out now, man. So you guys can understand how I feel, man. Not only my body's tore up, you know, now my throat's tore up. So I'm not physically messed up, I'm also mentally, man. I'm dying inside. You know, I haven't been able to see my kids, my family members, my friends. Like, it's been a horrible ride, man. And so I'm in the hospital for 3 more days, man. The end of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, in the hospital getting fluids, man, trying to recover. And it's just, it was rough. And basically on Friday, I started feeling a lot better. The inflammation went down in my throat. The antibiotics kicked in, and I was able to leave late Friday night and come home. But the only way I could come home is till right now, I'm still doing 5 days. I have to go to a clinic to get an IV antibiotic. They got to give me an IV every day, hook me up, and get antibiotics. So I've been doing that for 5 days now. I still got a couple more days. So man, it's been a hell of a ride, guys. And I appreciate everyone that's reached out. I hope that clears the air on what happened. I didn't get it from the actual tattoo. I got rhabdo, and I didn't get rhabdomyolysis from the tattoo. I didn't get it from working out. I actually got it by being strapped down to the surgery table, to the table, ER table. I got it strapped down, and it pulled down my muscles, man. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that has reached out on Instagram or TikTok and sent me messages, and that's been praying for me, my family, my friends. Thank you so much, because I couldn't have gotten through without you guys. You know, such mental, just sitting there and thinking about what could happen. Could I have lost my life? Could I have got renal failure where my kidneys shut off? I mean, could the infection have gotten so bad in my throat, they said, that it can close my airway and I couldn't breathe, you know, I could have died. So just thankful, man, thankful. And I have a newfound, just thankful for life, and thankfulness for another day that God let me live. And definitely gonna bring that to you guys, man. I'm gonna go harder than ever. As soon as I'm able to push, man, I'm going harder than I was. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys, man, that you can overcome anything. And it's another, this is another play in my book. This is another chapter in my book to just show another thing that I've overcame, man. Overcame so many different things in my life. And that's why I feel like I can relate to you guys so much and help you guys so much. I just want to help you guys and share all my stories, all my pain, all my wins, all my ups and downs. I want to share with you guys, man, because I'm human too. Look at me right now, vulnerable, can't even work out, man. You know, and you know, I always working out spend my identity, and it's not. You know, my identity is the man. The trials and tribulations, the things that my hardships and that I've overcome, that's the man that I am, man. That's the man. I continue to move forward. I continue to push, man. Never quit, never give up. And that's the man that I'm proud of. And that's what really builds character. And no one could ever take that from you, man. No matter how buff you are, how much money you have, how many material things you have. Life isn't about those things, you know. It's not. People that say that, they've probably never even attained any of those things, and they say that. No, they are right. Life isn't about those things, but what it takes for a man to become, to achieve success, to achieve money, to achieve nice things, to achieve a physically strong body, that's the man that it creates, and that's the man that you become, and that man that can never be taken away. You know, all the material things, our bodies can be taken away, but what we build in our mind, how strong we build our mind up, we can overcome anything, and we can always get it back because we've been through it. We've been through the damn fire. You know, we came out, we survived. So that's the man that I am. That's what I want to show you guys. That's the example I want to be. And most of all, that's the example I want to set for my kids, man, that we never give up. We continue to press forward at all times. We continue to lay the pressure down. You know, we apply pressure at all times. We don't bow down to no thing, no man, and no difficult situation we fight through. So just want to say I love you guys. I hope that helped you guys out with all the questions, and I hope, and you know, shoot me some questions. What else you guys want to know? I can even do a follow-up video on it. And if there's some specific stuff you guys want to know, I can go over it. So shoot some questions down. I just want to say thank you again, man, for showing me love and support throughout the years. And I'm still here, baby. We still going at it. And I love you guys. Much love. Peace.